Hello, Coffee Time friends. It is coffee time. It's also dessert time. Y'all know Wednesday night's church night, and Mama's taking a treat. Mama, tell them what you're up to, and tell them what this deliciousness right here is.
It's one of my gums.
This is a delicious, she's made two. We've made her one. This is a delicious pumpkin fruit bread. And the reason she calls it that is because she's got pineapples in it.
I've got a can of pumpkin, 2 bananas, cup of pineapples, half a cup of craisins, a half a cup of raisins.
See? Chock full of fruit. Now, what in the world is this? This is a Tupperware cutting board, perfect for transporting to church or anywhere with a loaf. And you can cut right on it. No, you can't cut through a lot of things. You don't want scratches, but this is a cutting board, and it's beautiful. Look at that. And it's ready to go.
Could you have one of your spatulas,
Yes,
or I'll get a knife?
No. I've got you covered, Mama.
Okay. Get the rest of this little bite out of here.
This is softened cream cheese.
Yeah, it is soft, but I made it like earlier.
Oh, the turbo.
I'm going to mix it up just a little. Well, it would work if I put the electricity to it. Wouldn't you think?
Probably. Somehow or another, that looks dangerous.
I hold on to it a minute.
Oh, that is soft. Now you can use this for anything. We love cream cheese icing.
Okay, I need a cup of powdered sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla. Or just whatever sugar you want to put in here.
That's her say. That's her say. We ain't measuring that tight, are we?
But it'll take more powdered
A
sugar.
lid is a teaspoon.
Oh, that's a good teaspoon.
And a lid and a little bit's a good heart of your mouth.
It'll be vanilla. Give me some more sugar because it's going to take. Oh, guess what? You're going to have to clean off your paints.
Mm-hmm.
I messed them up.
You're dangerous, Mama. You're going to put cream.
Oh, I was going to get that cream out of there.
So cream cheese, 1 cake of cream cheese, as much powdered sugar as you need to keep it whatever. And a little bit of cream. And that makes a cream cheese icing. It's kind of funny, all the ingredients except the sugar's listed there. Now, the funny thing about this is, with powdered sugar, you never know what enough is. That was about a good tablespoon of cream. So about a tablespoon of cream. Now your mama might have used water.
You think it's going to be enough for both of
I
them?
think it's, you want to put a little bit more powdered sugar?
Let's see how the spreading is. You think it needs just a hair thicker.
Now powdered sugar sometimes will thin it.
No more cream. I want it.
Right there's, I think you're going to have some more cream.
I believe this will make it thin when I use the
Mixer.
mixer on
Well, let's go then.
It feels better. You see what you think.
I think if you think it's good, I think it's great.
Yeah, see, it's a holding up better is what I was wanting. You want the privilege? Just put it on the top of ours.
Yeah.
We got some left. We'll,
Clean that bowl.
yeah. It wasn't hard to make that.
Nope, and here you go, folks. I'll let you see close up. It's an icing. Just like that stuff in the can, except it's not in the can. And on top it goes. If you do it just right, it'll really do itself. It'll take care of itself with gravity and a little nudging. If you start on too much bread, sometimes if you start spreading too much, you will get crumbs. So there it is. Let me clean that a little bit right there. There it is on top. And now you just use your spatula and get into the thick of it, but nowhere near the bread. And just let it kind of fall where it will. And there you go. Beautiful. Beautifully iced loaf. I like to do it that way. If somebody don't want much icing, they can scrape a little off. They can eat off the end, or they can just cut that part off. At least they've got some edges to explore here. So what we'll do, we'll probably just cover that with something. And we'll have it for that. You want to put icing on this one, or we have to refrigerate it?
Just put it on it. It'll be all right.
So tomorrow the house ain't hot.
Till we get back anyway. Don't put it on the knife. It's in there.
I'll try not to. Now, if you got extra icing, don't fret. It'll be all right. You can use it. And you can always put it in a nice little dish, and then when guests come over, if you cut them a slice of this, say, here's some extra icing. And some people want to lay it in their plate and add a little bit more icing. Now see how that crumbs is in there?
That's because we cut it.
Yeah, we cut this one. But you can get them out, but it ain't the easiest thing to get them out. But there you go. Icing to perfection. Yes, I've done had a piece of this. It's absolutely delicious. And now somebody can eat this.
I can put this in a bowl.
Well, I can pick these crumbs off with a clean finger. Because there's only basically three crumbs.
3 crumbs. That wasn't bad for it to be cut.
And I don't mind a bake to clean it up for you, Mom.
You're such a good son.
Oh my gosh. That's a good run on that icing, Mom.
Well, thank you.
You can use this icing on anything. This is a good icing for any kind of cake or any kind of muffins. You can use this on birthday cake. It's so good. I'll let you. Mama says she's gonna let me get this.
I cleaned up the mess. Now I like to smear it on the pieces.
We like to dip graham crackers in it. You can put this on a bagel. You can put strawberry jam and put it on a bagel. Or raspberry, or blackberry, or grape. Those have all been tried.
You're not going to be picky, are you?
Those are all tried and true. I can vouch for every one of those flavors. So, make you some icing, folks. I do use the cans every once in a while if I'm in a hurry, or if I'm taking cupcakes for the kids or something. But really and truly, for a good homemade dessert, homemade icing is the way to go. And y'all see how simple and easy. Just know this. A few drops of cream will make it you can put a few drops in it. It looks like you put a half cup. Because when you're dealing with powdered sugar, a little liquid will really emulsify it and make it runny. So if you're making even the old-timey water glaze, where you just take powdered sugar and water and put it over a cake, put your water in there about a tablespoon at a time. Don't get too happy with it. It makes a difference.
We've done good.
Excellent, Mama. Sit down here.
I'm
You got time for a break.
shocked.
It went well. Well, the cakes were already cooled,
Oh,
and she had
yeah.
made them this morning, so they were perfect. You want to tell me your recipe again?
Okay.
Punk, sit down here.
I
Rest.
got an envelope.
Don't you put the? I might
You might eat
I
that.
might eat that off that spatula.
Well, I
What's
better.
the point of having a spatula if you don't get to lick the spatula?
You used to always lick the spatulas when you was little.
But before I was worried about carbs, though.
Oh, yeah.
But that's cream cheese, so there's a little carb in it.
Yeah,
But
hand me that paper under that.
there's a little carbs in it, but it ain't
I've scribbled it on the envelope.
the official recipe on the envelope.
Part of this I made up, so most of it.
Can't get that wrong.
Most of it I did. I used one I was looking at said a cup of pumpkin, but them little cans, if you get the regular smaller cans of pumpkin, I just put the whole can of pumpkin in there. I had 2 overripe bananas, a half a cup of sugar, a half a cup of brown sugar packed real good, half a cup of oil, 2 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, I put 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of allspice, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. And then I added 1 cup of crushed pineapples, juice and all, cause that's what was left from something we'd used, right, Johnny?
But you could either use a half can or buy a small can.
Yeah, but that's what it's in this loaf here. And a 1/2 cup of craisins and a 1/2 cup of raisins.
And it's perfection.
That's what I've got in there.
It's pure perfection.
He okayed the first slice, so that was all
Pure
right.
perfection.
I wouldn't take it to church if he
Someone
didn't.
said, it's seen on the news where Tupperware is filing bankruptcy. I think that is true. They have had some debt issues, but Tupperware is a worldwide company, and most big companies eventually have a debt issue. That is not going out of business, and it doesn't mean our selling is changing, or you'll probably not notice anything. It's just reorganizing. We're bringing out new products. We just brought out the new tumbler. Did y'all see the posting I made for the new tumbler, like the Stanley tumblers or the others? And it's been reported to me, people who have all the tumblers say that this one holds ice and keeps their coffee hotter and does all those things even better than most. So, and it does float, and it is spill proof without a straw in it. If you clip the little rubber gasket down. Of course, if you have a straw, it's going to spill out that straw. But until you put your straw in, you can pack it with you, and it's spill proof. So, no, we're not planning on going anywhere. We've not been told anything. We wouldn't lie to you. We'd tell you the truth. It is on the news. That's all I've heard. It's what you've heard. That they are filing bankruptcy, but many companies file bankruptcy. And most of the time, they're able to reorganize and come back stronger and more powerful than before. So we're not concerned. We hope you're not either. We are told last week, yesterday, that they have plenty of product for the sales that's running this month. Go. And they have tumblers left, and they're excited about the new tumblers and all the other stuff they're getting into. So they are revamping and reorganizing like any company has to do. But it's a worldwide company. And because of that, I guess there is some reorganization that has to take place. What temp and how long do you bake that bread, Mama?
I baked it on 350, and where I had it maybe a little extra juice in there with the pineapples, I just watched it bake, and then when it raised up real good, I took one loaf out and tested it with a toothpick, and it was just a little moist after about 40 minutes. And then I put it back in there for about 5 or 8 minutes more and tested it again, and it was good then. But it is a good moist bread.
Mama makes up all kinds of recipes
I'm a gomer.
just by like using a pumpkin bread or banana bread recipe. And this is her kitchen with her rules. Just like I tell you all, it's your kitchen with your rules. Anything we have on hand, like we had craisins that Miss...
Instead of putting a whole cup of raisins, I put a half and half craisins and half
Miss
raisins.
Angela Britt sent them to us, and we got them.
I love craisins in it, and I love raisins in it.
And so Mama used them. And there's no nuts in this. She might have put nuts in it, but she knows how I whine and go on.
Yeah, he's a whiner.
I don't like nuts in breads.
No,
I don't mind to have them on a bread. There's a difference. I just don't want to be eating a piece of bread and then find a big old crunchy nut inside of it.
No, I like that.
I never have like that. But it's a textural thing with me. I don't like water chestnuts. I don't like... some things I just don't... I want them to be smooth and
My sister's
predictable.
fixing something for her husband today with water chestnuts. And I said... I couldn't get Johnny to eat that.
I could pick them out, probably.
Oh, she said she chops them up real fine. You wouldn't be able to pick these out.
Well, then why have them? Because they don't taste like nothing. It's just that.
And I
It's like eating a gritty rock to me. Water chestnuts is like, if I get them in my mouth, I feel like it's a gritty rock. How many gritty rocks have I had in my mouth? Probably a couple at the beach.
Playing out in the mud, probably.
But it's just a weird textural thing to me. And I like pecans. I don't like black walnuts. I'm not crazy about walnuts, period.
Now, see, I was raised on black walnuts. We liked them. And
I like pecans and peanuts and cashews.
but you don't care for English walnuts or black walnuts.
I don't care for the walnut family. They're good for your brain. I should like them. Now, some dishes that have like cashew chicken and stuff like that, I don't mind it being in there, but I can see it. But it's when I bite into a muffin or a loaf of bread, and you just find them all through it. I just rather have bread, and then if I want nuts on top, I can see them. Now, like this cake would be pretty with a little bit of pecan sprinkled on top. But since we're taking it to a function, if anybody had a nut allergy, they couldn't eat it, so we won't destroy their chances of eating that beautiful cake. Mama, you've done so good today.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't seem to have overdone it today.
Well, I did part of it of the morning and stuff before I get tired.
So you feel like how's your shingles are drying up?
They're getting better. I still have the pain, but not the bad
It's subsiding.
chopping pain, but I still have the
Thank you for your prayers. I
deep
think that was
pain.
a big part of it, is you're always praying.
He reminded me this morning when he asked me. I said, well, I ain't got the big jobbing pains on my back or the very deep, sharp pains. It's just a aching pain now. He said, well, you've had a lot of prayers. So he reminded me of prayers has helped.
There's power in prayer. We fully believe that. We have faith in that. So you all prayed, and the results have been great. It's when we asked y'all about it, y'all should worry about it. Her breaking out stopped, and what she had started drying up.
I took the medicine.
And the pain has subsided. So that's
not all the pain, just the
I
sharp.
said subsided, Mama.
Yeah.
You still got some,
Deep pain, I think.
yeah, but you're much better.
Oh, yeah.
You're not with that horrible pain you was having.
Oh, you can't hold out with that for so long.
Yeah, so make this cake and make this icing and put this icing on everything you eat. It's absolutely delicious. If you like bagels, it's good. If you like any kind of muffins, this is our go-to. any kind of bundt cake, this is a wonderful icing to put on it. Any kind of loaf bread like this, nut breads or banana breads or pumpkin breads or fruit breads, whatever you have, this is a good go-to, isn't it, Mama?
Yeah. I tell you what I thought after I had it baked. I was over there wiping off the counter and I thought, you know, I should have cut up a couple of apples.
Because you've got some apples.
There's some apples down there. And I said, I should have cut up a couple of apples and added to that fruit bar, but I didn't.
So what does that mean?
Next time maybe I'll put apples in it.
We'll put a note on this recipe. Would be good with apples. All right, Mama, anything else you want to add?
No, I've messed enough, I guess.
All right. Well, we're all glad you're feeling better, Mama.
Yes, thank you.
And we're
Thank you
glad
for
that you all
the
are here
prayers.
with us tonight. Thank you all for showing up. And we enjoy it. We enjoy showing these little quick things.
Yeah.
And we ain't got nothing else.
No. I guess I've gone and messed enough today.
You even made dumplings today. That
Just-
was what I ate when I first came in.
It was just a tiny bit of broth off of that chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, well, why let that go to waste?
It was not wasted. That
And
were
it
good.
made 2 good bowls of dumplings.
2 good bowls is what we have, but that's all we need. We have no leftovers.
No.
And it wasn't too much. You know, when you're eating bread cooked in chicken broth and you're trying to do less bread, 1 bowl is plenty with about 6 dumplings in it. That was plenty.
Yeah.
It was a good amount, Mama.
Yeah, it worked out good. I
You
think.
did good. Probably the least amount of dumplings you've ever made in your life.
It was the least amount I've ever made. I didn't have that much juice in the kettle, so I
She
had
said, I get you a bowl of dumplings, and I do mean a bowl.
that was a little
I
bit.
said, okay. And she said, no, I mean, that's all I fixed. She said it was about a quart.
Well, it wasn't even a good quart of juice.
No, but the whole kettle,
Yeah.
about that much dumplings in it. It looked like if it was her regular dumplings, it looked like a tribe had already come through and eat it. And I said, well, this is plenty. So we had a bowl of dumplings earlier. We ate extra early.
It was good, wasn't
It was. Well, Mama, I guess it's time to take this treat to the folks.
it? I reckon so. It's time to head out.
Thank y'all for being here. Lord willing, we'll be back tomorrow night. And who knows, we might even cook something.
Yeah.
Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Thank you for all the prayers. Bye-bye.